In this video today, we're going to be learning how to sew a uniform shirt, and this is so simple to do. So if this is what you're interested to learn how to do, please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and watch to the end, like and share this video. Thank you. So first, I'm going to be folding this material into two. I just folded into two, and then I'm going to be folding into another two, and ensure that as you're folding into another two that you have your bust allowance on that in this area, and you also leave about 2 inches for your buttonhole allowance. So I'm just marking out the length of the shirt. Okay, as it is um a child's shirt, this is a teenager shirt. Okay, so I'm just marking about 24, 25 thereabout for the length. Now I went ahead and marked my 2.5 for my neck width and came down by 1.5 for my neck depth. This is for the back neck depth. Okay, so I just slanted my tape from this point and marked 4. This is for the front neck depth as well. Okay, so I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder measurement. I marked at 7, and then I'll come down, mark my armhole at 7.5. Then I'll form a curve. I just made that 7.5 so I can remove 1/2 inch on top for my shoulder slant. Okay, so I'll go ahead and then curve this out this way. All right, one of the curves is for the front and the other is for the back. Okay, I'll come down by 1/2 inch and then remove the 1/2 inch I put there at 7.5 so that the rest of the armhole becomes 7. Okay, so I just formed my shoulder slant. I'll go ahead and mark my bust. The bust I'm using is I'm working with the bust of this child. Okay, so whatever is your bust, just don't forget to add your sewing allowance. All right, it's that simple. All you are doing is just to add your sewing allowance to your bust, to your bust measurements, to your waist measurements, and to the end of the shirt. Okay, I'm not making it shapy, it's a uniform shirt. Oh, okay, so I just cut out the armhole for the front part. Okay, and that's it. I just used my basic sleeve pattern for a short sleeve, and I'm going to be cutting out the sleeve for this shirt, and that's just it. Okay, now to the sewing. I have the two front sides. You know that this side that is open is the front. Okay, I'll just form something like this. Okay, to that point where I left my allowance, that 2 inches, it depends on what you want, how much you want your look to look like. If you want to leave about 2 inches, 1.5, that's okay. So I just formed my buttonhole case and my buttonhole allowance. All right, so after that I'll be placing this on top of each other, and then I'll stitch, and then place the other side, and then as well stitch. After doing this, I can now freely measure out my neck circumference. All right, it's that simple. So whatever you get from this neck circumference is what you use to cut out your neck collar. It is that very simple. Okay, this is how to measure out your neck circumference. So I have 16. I'll be cutting out my neck, my collar. On this part I just have about 2 inches, so when I'm done sewing it I will just have 1.5 inch left. Okay, so I'll just mark out the 2 inches. This is for the collar rest. Okay, I'm just trying to mark it out, and I used my neck circumference to cut this out. Alright, so if your neck circumference is 16, you mark at 16 plus your sewing allowance, so what you will have is 17. All right, and after doing this, I'll go ahead and mark out the other collar, the bigger side of the collar that will be resting on it. If I'm working with 16, that side will now have maybe 15. Okay, 15 inches or 14 and a half. All right, so don't forget that when you mark 14 and a half, you're going to add back half inches for your sewing allowance. That will make it 15. When you're done sewing, the collar will bounce back to 14 and a half. Okay, so just mark out yours, and the width I'm using is still 2 inches. You can use 2.5, it depends, but because it's a uniform shirt, uniforms, they have standard. So some schools prefer their collars not to be too big, let it just rest on the child's neck. It depends on their preference. Okay, so I just marked out the collar this way, and then I'll cut it out. And I used 2 inches. Okay, I just want it to slant a bit, so I just removed half inch from the top so that it slants a bit, and so that it can rest well on my collar stand. So this is how the collar looks. Okay, now I stitched the two of them up together. This is a simple way to attach your collar. I just stitched these two sides together. Okay, I'll run an additional stitch on top, and then I'll put this collar in between. These other two collar rests. This one that I just finished stitching together, now I'll put it in between these two collar rests. I'm notching to get the middle part, because this collar is going to be in between these two collar rests. Okay, now if you watch, you will discover that I didn't add anything to make the collar stand. Okay, I didn't add whether a hat stay or something like that. That's because this is the preference of the school. Okay, so I'm just going to run my stitch on this part, and this is it. And then I will open this up so you can see how it looks. So this is how it looks. Now this is the point, or this is the part which you will use to attach to the rest of the shirt. Okay, so I'll quickly take the notched part, that's the middle point of this collar rest, to attach to my shirt. Is that simple? I'll get the midpoint of my shirt, and I'll get the midpoint of the collar, and then make the midpoint meet as I attach it. Now to attach this to the shirt, all you have to do is to place it this way and sew round. Okay, and sew this other side as well. Then you use the other side to cover the stitches that you have run. Okay, just this way. Is that simple? Okay, so just go ahead and do this and come back and show you. It's very simple to do. All you have to do is just to run your stitch from this point and run it carefully, and then you use the other part to cover it up so it's not visible anymore. So this is how it looks. I've just run my stitch. The first side, I just run it, so I'm going to use this other side to cover it up this way. I just wanted you to see how it is, and you sew very closely to the line, so it's not that visible. Okay, and then I will join the rest of the body, attach the sleeve, and then join it, and that's all. Don't forget to hem up your shirt, and this is how it looks when you have already sewn on it. Is that simple? Very, very easy shirt. Okay, so I'll now go ahead. I already attached the sleeve. I'll go ahead and join the sides now. You can see that this shirt is practically done. All you have to do now is just to attach the buttonholes and buttons. Thank you for watching.